Where to apply templates? This is another question that I see a lot. People don't know where to apply the templates anymore. And I know this because I looked it up, and actually it's like a single place now where you can apply templates that's left. Check this out. So I'm going to go back and enable my script there. And I'm going to just select a little clip and duplicate it to a new composition. Let's assume I want to create a social media clip, right? So here's my clip. I'm just going to hide my guest, and I'm going to make it portrait, and I'm going to fill the canvas with my video. There you go. Let's assume this is a social media clip. Now, I have a template for this that I may use. So how do I apply it? The only place that I can see now, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the only place that I can see where you can apply a template now is if you select the scene and you go to the scene section, and right there at the top is choose template. Here we go. And I have these templates in here that I built in just as a demo. So if I want to apply this one, I click on it, and now it applies it. So there you go. That is my template applied. Welcome to the Media Makers Club podcast. Yes, that is a podcast that I am working on starting. So there you go. That's the only place I can choose a template right now. I don't know exactly if it's in another place somewhere. It used to be right there. If you click on a scene, you could choose, I think you could choose template here. You can also now save to template from here, which was there before, by the way. And it was somewhere else in the templates had their own section on the toolbar at the top. You had the section, you could browse and apply templates. But right now, as far as I can see, templates only here at the top of the scene panel there. So position yourself inside of the scene you want to apply to, switch to scene, and there it is. Okay. I have actually asked Underlord for other things in text, and it didn't know what to do. So I didn't assume that I was going to go to Underlord and say, apply template. See, that doesn't work. But if I say template, it has that keyword and it shows these commands in here, I suppose. One big change, talking about templates, the templates are now no longer additive. They are replacing, they're updating, they are overwriting, if you want. What does this mean? In the past, you could have a template that contained just your logo. It was still vertical or whatever, but it just had your logo. And then you could have a second template that had captions at the bottom, like social media captions. And maybe a third template that had something else. So these individual templates, you were able to apply them one after the other to the same scene, and those elements would be added, right? So you would end up, if you apply that template 3 times, each template with the elements in it, it would add those elements. So now you have everything, the logo, the captions, and whatever I said, the other element. Now, templates are actually replacing things. So look at this. I already applied this template. It's got my logo at the top and it's got the captions at the bottom. Now, if I go again to templates and I try to choose this one, which just has the circle with a title on it, watch this. It has replaced everything. So I lost my captions, I lost my logo. And if I go back to say, no, I want to keep this title, but I want to apply the logo and the captions, it loses the title and the circle. So this only happens with templates. So if I actually go in my project now and I add a star. Yeah, I added this star in here. I'm just going to, for some reason, I have a star in here now in the corner. And I now go to the scene and apply that other template. My star is still there. However, it's covered. So look at this. It's still here, but it's behind my video. So it's moved it to behind the thing. So I can right click and say layer order, bring to front. There's my star. So I'm not losing elements that I've added myself in the project. But whatever is part of a template, let's see if now I click on the other template, I lost it. I still have the star again because it's there. It keeps moving it to the bottom for some reason. Bring to front. Now I don't see it. There it is, right? So that is now how templates work. If you bring a template over another template, it replaces the old content of the old template. So the only choice you have right now, if you were working this way before and you were trying to put together different templates with different elements and applying them in succession so that you build your scene, you have to now create a different template for every combination of these elements you need.